Citizens of the Reject Nation, we are here for Doctor Who, episode 6. Which one is it? I don't know.
5-ish.
I can never figure it out. John, are you okay?
I'm ready. I'm so ready for whatever this season's going to throw our way.
That's what I wanted to hear. Guys, what did you think about this episode? There's a certain base that shows up every one of our videos that is determined to wrath out here. I just love seeing it.
Hate watch all you want.
Do it as long as you're here, I guess. Why not? But to those who are loving this show just as much as us, thank you for joining us. It's always been a pleasure to have you part of the community. Anywho, let's get this show on the road. Tell us in the comments what your thoughts are on this episode. Each one has been lending to a fantastic discussion. So please go ahead and leave a like on this video. Also, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell. Get notified when our reaction is up for the next episode of Doctor Who. Prepper! You're doing a great job. Thanks for writing these down for us. Full-length reaction watch-alongs for you to sync up with your own copy of Doctor Who. That is available for our Super Sexy Rejects over at our Patreon page. Over there, we also cover several things exclusively with highlights and watch-alongs included. You ready?
I'm ready. You ready?
Yeah. Let's do it. Who are you?
Ashley Tisdale.
Is it?
I don't think so.
It's not Ashley Tisdale.
Dot
Oh, we're in the future.
and Bubble.
That's the name of the episode.
He said it. He said it. He's the guy from the movie.
Hi there, Lindy. Such a super day. You look so good, baby. Aw, Keeper, you're so kind.
Oh, this is like the future of social media.
Another day?
Don't lie in bed, Lindy girl. Hop, hop, hop.
Hoochy Pie.
It tells you how many subscribers they have.
I heard from Lucien. He said he's so sorry. He said he made a mistake. And it turns out that woman was her sister.
Whoa, this is like a Black Mirror.
Hey, where's Jimbo? He always wakes up first. Jimbo Fennel. Jim.
Jimbo's dead.
Oh no, he's been body snatched.
Have you heard from Mabel and Niamh? It's like they've disappeared.
He's only got 328 subscribers.
Gothic Paul is underground,
You lie there
okay?
much longer and your blood is going
42,000
to cool. I
subs.
said, get up!
Everyone loves Hoochy Pie.
Your world is social media.
Forward. Forward.
Forward.
Turn left.
I can't wait to do this in my Vision Pro.
This is how you connect with the world. This is
Do I
your
need
world.
to pee?
Your own content is 0 for the 3rd day in a row. Well done, Lindy.
Oh, I can't breathe.
UV
Have you
toothbrush.
seen? Have you seen?
He's
amazing.
Oh, Lindy, Ricky said so. It's so beautiful.
Her pupils are so tiny.
They're like the TikTok sisters. Hobbies,
Oh
you.
my goodness.
Subscribers, everyone.
Wow.
You don't know me, but my name is the Doctor, and your life is in danger. There are creatures out there in the real world. There are monsters, and they are coming to get you. No, Lindy, don't.
Oh,
Wow.
Lindy. Swipe right on the doctor.
That should have been an ad that Doctor Who used, where Ncuti Gatwa just appears on your social media.
In the middle of an episode on Disney Plus, they should do that.
Creatures!
Oh, that looked like something from a spooky movie. I can't remember what movie right now, but it'll come to me.
That's like what they wear around their head.
Hey.
Fine Time News, where everything's fine all of the time. Leave those homeworld blues behind. And the weather report says it's another glorious day in Fine Time.
It's always fun in fine time.
It's like a hamster town.
Oh, you look so beautiful, Lindy.
And the thread is sourced from Refurb, so I'm not depleting any of Fine Time's resources. I'm so careful about that.
GRWM.
I probably shouldn't say this, but I look so cute.
You can say it.
You do.
You are influencing me. Everyone's an influencer.
Whoa, nice.
Okay.
And she's oblivious because she's just looking at the phone.
It's so unfair. Now we have to work.
Now there's no sign of Zachary. Like, he's disappeared. So I went to ask Rooster, but he's gone.
Oh, you're no fun.
Ouch.
I'm just doing a system check on behalf of Fine Time Enterprises. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Who are you?
I like this Lindsay's perspective.
Yeah.
Everyone keeps turning me down. Super please, Lindy. Oh, I love that top.
Yeah, she knows how to play the act.
What do you want to know?
Yeah.
Can you tell me, what are you doing right now?
She's pretending to be Bryce Dallas Howard from Black Mirror.
The Black Mirror social media episode, exactly.
Work is data processing. We clean up Substack information and deliver it back to the home world.
Where's that?
And everyone does this the whole city.
We all work 2 hours a day, 2 long hours, and then we get the rest of the day free. Isn't it obvious?
Oh my God.
Do you work in an office of 6?
That is correct.
Who are the 6?
Oh.
2-hour work week.
There's Danny and Vista J, their brother and sister, plus Molly Champion, Sandy Brooke, and Bertie Lester.
Are you sure they're there?
Where are they?
They're at work. It's work time.
So they're in the same room as you?
You can confirm this?
Danny and Vista J sit at the front. Next row back, in front of them, Molly Champion, Sandy Brooke, Bertie and I are at the back.
Are they there? At their desks?
How should I know? If you want to talk to Danny J, you can talk to him on here. Danny? Danny?
He's offline.
Yeah, buddy.
Technically, he's in the same room. He's sitting 2 rows in front of you, isn't he?
He must be.
You could always see if he's there with your own eyes. I mean, you could lower your bubble.
Oh my God, it's a metaphor.
Nah.
Live it in your own bubble.
Oh, it's shaped like a bubble.
I'm not kidding. Oliver's disappeared, and Kipper, and no one's heard from Alana.
I love this guy's style.
I promise I will leave you alone if you could just look at the 4 desks in front of you.
I am not lowering my bubble.
What happens if you lower the bubble?
Can you stay inside and look beyond it? Can you do that?
I can do whatever I want.
Then, could you try?
Oh, I like these effects. It's like tangible but still holographic. Wow.
What can you see?
Nobody.
It's a matter of perspective. You just look through it.
They can't not be here. We all have to work. It's what we do. We work and then we play.
We are not dull boys.
According to the chart, Bertie Lester sits next to you. To your right, Bertie sits about 10 feet away.
Yes.
Is he there?
Oh, who cares?
You care, obviously.
Very careful and look to your right.
Oh, you're gonna see something spooky.
There's some crunching going on. Ew.
Wow. Like a big roach.
I have to get back to work now.
I don't think you do.
I'm stuck outside fine time. I can't see in. If you could just lower your bubble, turn off the dot and look. Just for a second.
I'd rather get back to work.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Bubble down, dot off.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's brave.
Nice shot, too.
Keep together.
Good eyeball shot.
Keep it together.
Keep it together, keep it together, keep it together. Wow!
Oh, it is devouring.
Big old slug, dude. So gooey.
Top bubble.
Lindy, it's okay. I'm here. Can you tell me what you saw?
I'm sorry, but your need to urinate has skyrocketed.
Oh, no.
Because of the fear.
Oh, yeah.
Escape. Escape with your comfort and your bubble.
My man's killing it.
Lindy, I'm sorry, but if I'm right,
Lindy.
I think you saw some kind of thing. But I've got a friend. He knows how to deal with it. I promise.
We need to get you out of here.
Yeah.
I'm here to save you, okay? So I want you to stand up and walk out, but without the bubble.
I can't do that.
You need to lower the bubble. If you walk using those arrows, you could stroll right into one of those things and get swallowed alive.
Oh, man.
Lindy, trust him. I learned that a while back, and it saved my life so many times.
Yeah.
I love how Ruby knows to play the personality.
Bubble down.
Ruby's good at yes and.
down.
But she's still got the bubble window.
Walking coordination like how you know how to do.
Do you know how to do? Yeah, I was gonna say, do you know how to do this without guidance?
It's like when you try to balance with your eyes closed.
Whoa.
I'm so stupid. Don't bubble.
Did you do it? Are you out?
I don't know how to walk
Oh my.
You don't know how to walk.
without the arrows.
You don't know how to walk without the arrow.
Oh no.
Then use the arrows and get out of there.
Yeah, come on.
You saw that you have enough space to get out.
Forward. Turn right. Forward. Turn left. Forward.
So reliant.
Forward.
I would just take it off and then once in a while.
Elevator down to ground floor.
Whose OS is this?
The arrows work.
Okay, that's good. You're amazing, Lindy. I swear to this.
You might want to make sure there's no creature in the elevator.
Yeah. Forward.
Don't follow the arrow! Do not follow the arrows!
Jesus. Oh my God. Oh God.
Oh, ew. Ah. Good effects, man.
Do not follow the arrows!
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Disobey the bubbles.
It ignored you. Why did it do that? What did you do?
Forward.
That's 2 of them now, just letting you go.
Lindy, get in the lift.
Forward.
Yes, yeah. Lift. Lindy, just think. Is there anything different about you? It might be a perfume, or your blood type, or just something different to Bertie Lester.
Police.
What a fun game. All lines are busy.
Let's go out to the street, one step at a time.
It's almost like she's got big square glasses underneath the bubble.
I know that you don't like lowering the bubble, and I get that. I know. I understand. But we need to find out what it's like outside, full 360.
You can hear the screaming?
Just for 10 teeny tiny seconds.
I'm not a child.
Sorry.
He's so good at that.
Bubble down, dot off.
But when the bubble's low, they can still see? That's interesting.
Be careful, watch out!
Oh.
Whoa, he
Ew.
did not have a bubble.
Don't bubble. Hiding place, please.
Turn left.
Hiding place.
Can you tell us, what is it like on the street? What did you see?
They're everywhere.
They're devouring.
There was this one girl. She walked right past and it ignored her. But then this other girl, she got eaten alive.
Some of you.
Yeah, what do you know?
Maybe it's your diet, or your height, or something in your DNA. And why can't the dots see those things?
He must be from the wild woods.
What do you mean?
We're told from day one, never touch the wild woods.
Maybe you're from the Wild Woods.
Fine Time is surrounded by this woodland forest thing. It's like really natural.
It's the village.
Your security is crazy tight. It's blocked me. I'm stuck on the outside of the city. So how would those great big bugs sneak in?
They've been there the whole time and they grew.
Oh, someone laid an egg.
What is Fine Time? How does it work?
We come here from the home world. No stinky old folk, just people ages 17 to 27.
Yes.
If you can afford it, obviously.
Ah, so you're the rich kids.
I should hope so.
Oh boy.
So the rest of the time,
We party.
it's like Love Island, the planet.
Mummy paid for it all.
We miss you so much, darling.
Her again.
But I pay for the
Yeah.
Susan Twist again.
Just look up at the sky and wave to us on the home world. Happy fine time, Lindy Lou.
Someone asked in the live stream, like, who you think she is.
Who is that?
I told you.
Oh,
It's Mummy.
They're actually acknowledging it.
Yeah, she's the face of the ambulance on Starry on 3.
No, I've seen her somewhere else.
Oh, she's remembering from her memory. The memory that has been wiped.
Sorry, we'll save that for later.
Meta.
Who are you?
We're just trying to help.
I blocked you. I thought that you just looked the same, but you're... How did you do that?
Unblocked, babes.
Guys, close friends, priority 1, initiate group chat now.
Are they real?
There's your attribute. Mute. Guys, sorry, not sorry, but this is much more important.
Evidence.
Look how many are missing. Jimbo and Bobby. She was here 5 minutes ago. Cooper, can you hear me? Cooper Mercy.
Oh, Cooper Mercy.
Eden.
Unmute Gothic Paul.
Guys, I've been trying to say, people have been disappearing. Stewie Bloom, when was the last time you saw him?
It's the second Gothic character in a row.
There are things out there in the real world, and I swear they are eating us alive.
Oh, for land's sake, Lindy, don't be so silly. Not even I would say something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Homie.
That was a funny effect on that.
You can see everyone else freaking out on the screens.
You don't have to like me. The only important thing is to get you out, and I found it. I've got access to the plans of the city. There is a river running underground, underneath the town. If you can get to the river, there is help.
Will they trust?
You all live within a half a mile of a conduit, so get there. The conduits are locked. Once you find them, I can send you a code.
But you've got to be careful because it means going out.
Yeah.
Is there something you've all got in common? Is there something you drink that other people don't, or something that you don't drink that other people do?
Or maybe...
Oh, no. No.
No battery.
Listen to me. Your conduit has an access point on Plaza 55. It's inside the building.
No.
Which way do I go? Which plaza? What was it? 55? Where do I go?
How do legs work? Oh, hey.
She's doing it.
Forward.
Oh, yeah. It's okay.
Lindy!
You only hit your shoulder that time.
Spooky.
Nice. Nice. It's like a 70s zombie movie shot.
They are body snatchers.
They are?
Invasion of body snatchers. I'm saying it's a reference.
It is
to
a reference to the classic science fiction story. Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Forward.
You can do it, Lindy.
Whoa.
Jesus.
Turn left, take 2 steps forward.
What?
Turn left, take 2 steps forward.
Someone in an apartment building.
Just follow my voice. Turn left, and then take 2 steps forward.
Come on.
Voice sounds familiar.
Come on, you can do it.
Who's this handsome devil?
Turn right.
Oh, from the machine.
Just listen to my voice. All you have to do is walk forward. Use me like the arrows.
He looks like a rock and roll star from like the 70s.
He's so beautiful.
I am Ricky September. You just have to do what I say and walk forward. What's your name?
Lindy Pepper-Bean.
Oh, you're one of my followers.
How'd you know that?
Everybody is. Follow my voice.
I gotta follow Ricky September now. I gotta be a part of everyone.
Forward. Forward.
Well, it's not eating her.
Forward. Forward. That's it. That's it.
Aww.
That's the first time I've ever done that.
Oh, no, well, so every day we walk past monsters.
No, I mean the hug.
Yeah.
What?
I'm
Ever?
so sorry, I should have asked.
No, I made you. It was my fault. I shouldn't have. It was nice.
It was great.
Aww.
There's this conduit, Plaza 55.
Building number 7Z2.
No way. How did you know that?
Come on, it's almost night cycle. We've got about 10 minutes till the sun clicks off.
Night cycle.
Is that okay?
It's fine.
It's making me want to go back to my old script.
I open the bubble, drop my songs, and then I turn the dot off for the rest of the day.
Oh my eyes, you're wild.
I know.
You're insane, man.
I will get you out of here. I promise.
I thought this was the worst day of my life, but maybe it's the best.
Maybe.
Yeah.
If Ricky lives. I thought she was shipped off at 17, though. She didn't hug anyone before that? Oh, look, she's running.
Charge up, Yahoo!
Yahoo!
Up there in the sky is a planet full of our mums and dads, and they're going to be so cross. They're going to be righteous, and they'll come down here with rocket ships and flamethrowers and...
Will they?
Nah, they don't care that much.
There was this man,
Look at that
and
makeup.
he said there was a code.
There's destruction. Oh, he's looking at
He
death.
said the conduit has a code.
Population Z0.
But they're coming. They're on their way. Just might, take a little while. And we need to find that conduit. We can sit and wait.
Get in contact with the doctor.
It's hard to deal with the harsh realities.
Oh my gosh. This is so manual.
Manual.
Yeah. Analog.
This is the conduit to the river. And you've got the code?
Yes, certainly have. Dot and bubble.
Lindsay,
there
Lindsay,
you are.
Lindsay,
You're
Lindsay.
alive.
Please don't tell me there's something wrong with this guy.
I'm at the conduit. I'm with Ricky September.
What, Ricky the singer?
Yeah, the code, so we can get out of here.
That door is mono-sealed because they closed it off when they disinfected the city. I can send you the post numbers.
He looks like our friend Patrick Hogue.
He does look like Patrick Hogue. Oh my God, I can't.
He looks exactly like him.
like him.
Don't miss a number. They only stay live for 5 seconds, and there's 100 numbers in total.
Yeah, it's okay. You don't... I've studied postcodes, so I kind of know how they work.
You're clever as well.
The doctor's showing him.
33.
My friends, are they still alive?
They are, but they're still at the desks. One of them went on the run, the one with the trumpet.
Hoochy Pie.
Hoochy Pie.
Good thing is, none of them have been eaten so far.
My friend, Ricky September, he says they're
Yes, of
saving
course.
us to eat last. Maybe we're the most tasty. Well, Ricky is.
Steady.
Steady on.
That would imply that they've got a list. No.
What?
Most valuable children.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
It can't be.
What?
No way. No.
Speak it, doctor.
Yes.
Lindsay, your friend, Gothic Paul, is he a Paul who's Gothic, or is Paul his surname?
It's his surname, Alexander Paul. Gothic's just a nickname.
What?
Gothic Paul got eaten. Before that, Valerie Nook.
Going in alphabetical order.
Yeah.
Bertie Lester, don't you see? It's been a week since anyone has heard from Kirsty Bookkeeper.
No, it can't be.
Those are the names in alphabetical order.
So?
They are in alphabetical order.
Yes, I can see that. So?
Come on.
They died in alphabetical order.
And
I
your
don't
name starts with
understand.
P. And you have to pee.
Alison Partner, dead. Pattersons, there are 25 Pattersons, all of them dead. Pavilions, dead. Pavings, dead.
That's a lot of P deads. P. Diddy's here, too.
P. Diddy. He's still out there.
Susie Pentecost. She's still here. She is.
But she's after.
Hi, Susie. I guess I need some new friends. It's all gone so quiet out there. But it's really, really nice to meet you. And you were so
Yeah.
You might be next, but we're safe. In this room.
Are we?
Yeah.
Those things, they aren't done yet. And even if they do chase after you, they're slow. And all I've got to do is punch in 30 more numbers into this keypad, and then we're gone.
Just 30 more.
Oh, they're going to be on the other side of that door, huh?
Lindy, I'm getting you out of here.
Oh, Ricky, babes. Oh, he's a keeper.
Oh, he's a keeper?
Jeez.
If those things are eating in alphabetical order, they're not bugs from the outside. They have been created.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are designed, and I keep saying, why can't the dot see them?
Because it's not supposed to.
What if it wants you to walk right into them?
Why would it do that?
If that dot has achieved sentience, and then it has to spend all day hovering and listening to you lot chattering away, I'm not being rude, but I think it's learned to hate you.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Right now.
It's a powerful anti-grav cycle combination device. If it wants you dead, it can kill you itself. Dot off! Dot off!
Dot off!
Dot off!
I said dot off. You will obey me.
Al 9000. I'm afraid I can't do that, Lindy.
It actually hates her.
Oh! You do some real damage. It's like a bullet.
Lindy, come here, do the numbers!
Wow. Nice.
Wow, it's like Jedi training.
Yeah. What a cool guy. Ooh!
His surname is Coombs.
Wow.
He changed his name to Ricky September when he reached 50,000 followers, but check your files, he was born Coombs. C comes before P.
Oh, dude.
Wow.
What a jerk move.
Low. Wow.
Ooh.
Yup.
What a jerk move.
I don't blame the machine for not liking you that much.
Call box right there. She's ignoring them?
Yeah, I guess so.
Hoochy Pie. Blazing days, sweetie.
I love their little expressions.
Hey, where's Ricky? Is he with you?
Ugh.
He went back. He said he had other people to save. He was so brave.
Oh my god. You're the devil.
Suppose I should say thank you.
Ugh.
It's okay.
It was, nice of you.
You would be dead.
We're going, Lindsay. We're leaving. Going where?
Outside, great beyond. The world outside fine time.
Charlie Hunnam.
What do you mean, the great beyond? The wild woods?
And further than that, the river leads down to the sea. There's a whole world out there.
Wow.
But I thought the homeworld would just come and save us.
You haven't heard?
That may take a while, hon.
They're not coming, Lindy. There's only us.
What about Mummy?
Are you my mummy?
She's not there, darling pie. She's gone to the sky. That's right.
This is really weird.
This is strange.
Well, lucky Mummy. That's what I said. That's so lucky.
Yeah, we can go out there to this planet and we can fight it and tame it and own it.
Oh boy.
Fight and tame it out. Oh, yay.
Oh my.
Come with us.
I have a ship, Blue Box. It harnesses technology that makes it bigger on the inside than on the outside. Can find you a home that is safe. Everything you want.
I'll find you Cybertron, where everything is tech.
We couldn't travel with you because you, sir, are not one of us. So you were kind.
Oh.
Although it was your duty to save me, obviously. I mean, screen-to-screen contact is just about acceptable, but...
Oh my god.
You have a magic box. Seriously.
Bigger on the inside.
Excuse me, sir.
Oh my god.
Voodoo!
Because it is our God-given duty to maintain the standards of fine time.
Oh no.
Forever.
Oh no. There were only white people and they are also Aryan.
What you think? I will do anything if you just allow me to save your lives.
Wow.
You are the best person
You will die out there, and I can save your lives.
Wow.
Now let me.
She's so awful.
She is the worst. God, it literally occurred to me. They're both like the blondest people. They're all dressed in like blue.
I know, they're perfect, John.
They're Aryans. They're like so Aryan. Ooh.
Ooh. Damn. Yeah, that is infuriating. So vulnerable.
Wow.
This doctor cries more than every other doctor.
Yes. Yes.
He's a crying doctor.
Dr. Blues.
Dr. Feels.
And I mean, to have that kind of hate in your heart, I guess you can't be too concerned letting someone die who just saved your ass. With Ricky.
What a challenge of humanity. Damn, this is orchestral music.
Yeah. It's dark, heavy Night of the Soul music.
Wow. Wow.
Wowie.
Wow.
Wowie.
Guys, holy crap. You guys got to get a Doctor Who shirt for reals.
Hey, you should.
For
You should
reals.
do that.
For reals. I'll tell you about it. It's a shirt full of a whole bunch of Doctor Who quotes on it. Some of our favorites, of course, decked out inside of the TARDIS. As you can see up close, it is beautiful to behold. One of our personal favorites. And thank you to all who have been buying one, because I've seen a lot of email notifications of many of you in Reject Nation purchasing one. Fantastic way to support the channel. And of course, we got a bunch of other shirts at our shop as well, all designed by people here involved in something or another. We do it ourselves. It's all creatively involved here, okay? And it's a great way to support the channel. Our favorite way you can do. And of course, our Patreon as well. But, you know, rocking the merch makes you one of us, I say. Anywho, Dot and Bubble. A fun episode about the 1% and racism. That's what I love to see unfold here, where 1% escape off to the planet and remain in their ways.
Sure, of course, as they deserve and rightfully are ought to be.
It was a fun episode because while a lot of the commentary in it was, you know, quite overt, you know, it was very much not subtle, living in our bubble. It sets up in a kind of a Black Mirror type of episode where we're going to deal with technology, and almost akin to Blink, where you have a character who is being helped from like the doctor and the companion, but there's like constraints on how far they can get involved and actually help them out directly. So I like how it was sort of playing on that in a way. Like, all right, okay, we got this character here who, you know, seems like kind of that entitled girl, kind of annoying as hell, but maybe she'll become likable, you know, maybe we'll become endeared to her and she'll grow as a human being. And then a shift happens where in the matter of 5 minutes, you get a lot of dark revelations about who this person really is and what everyone here is really like the entire time. So it takes a shift. So it's commenting on a lot. And I feel like its first chunk was, you know, not subtle commentary, but I don't care if it's not subtle or not. It's fun. To me, it was like fun. Be as on the nose as you want to be. I don't really give a shit, because the journey, the entire time with the devouring of the creatures, living inside of our own bubble, being addicted, and this is how we connect via socials, was fascinating exploration, and just dropping little hints about like 1% are dropping their kids off here, where this is where you guys convene. Yeah, fun. But then, you know, racism.
Yes, rears its ugly head.
Yeah, and I think like they haven't done anything with the doctor being black. And we've talked about a couple episodes, like they're not really doing anything about that. And it was like one of the things we were saying, like, everyone get your head on your ass. And what I thought was neat about how they handled it here was they didn't do it in a way that was about exploring necessarily like, I mean, there's always going to be a bit of an underlying tone with it, but it wasn't really about black struggle or black trauma. It was from this other type of perspective of that they will just not accept help from this kind of individual, no matter because of his skin tone, and how what that presents for the doctor in that way of in spite of whatever they are, of how they view things, he still will try to help them because death is finite, death is final, and maybe there's a chance of change and growth because life is precious. So I like the way that they actually handled this aspect of the Doctor being black versus like, you know, he time travels to the 50s or something like that,
sure.
like Alabama. You know, they handled it in a way that I thought was I appreciated because it also is revelatory of our Lindy character.
Oh, sure.
When she does pull the Rick move.
Ricky September.
Yeah, and then pulls off.
When she
lets
him take the fall.
Yeah, you're like, oh, damn, never mind. You're not Carey Mulligan from the Blink episode.
No,
you're way worse.
You're a far cry from that.
Yeah, you're awful. You're an awful human being. That was gnarly. It was really fun. I had a fun time. Did you have a fun time, John?
I did.
Fun time.
I feel like
racism has never been more fun.
Race.
That was a hell of a reaction from Ncuti Gatwa.
Yeah,
there, man. Damn.
Absolutely, yeah. Especially at the end there, that just you know, I don't even know how to describe it. Just that scream of like frustration and anguish and hurt and incredulity. Yeah, I've been really enjoying the season so far as a whole. I feel like a lot of these you can look at in two separate ways. I feel like this is an episode that I thought was really punchy, and I really liked watching it. I really had fun with the tone. I liked the sort of ebb and flow of like, okay, what is this place? Okay, what is this lurking terror? Okay, it's kind of bouncy though. This is like fun Black Mirror. If Black Mirror didn't make you feel like you need a shower and to burn a layer of your skin off. Like, you know, it's doing a thing I hoped it would do. And I liked the device of like keeping the Doctor and Ruby, you know, kind of restricted in the action. And I thought that they managed to make the episode compelling and even Lindy endearing up to obviously a point, you know, throughout all of that. And I have frequently been sitting here going like, no matter how front and center the Doctor and Ruby are, so far, I've been compelled by every episode, stylistically, tonally, just the work that's going on to put these episodes together, I think is really great. Then there's the layer of subtext and how you want to look at and dissect all of that. And this was interesting to me because, you know, you're going through it and there are multi-phases because obviously at first you're like, okay, so is this is presenting as a sort of millennial Gen Z commentary of like, oh yeah, we're so in a future so accustomed to being, you know, guided and immersed solely in like a social network bubble. Like I thought they managed to make that whimsical and fun, but also, you know, requisitely kind of like, hey, maybe this isn't the future that you actually want because it'll leave you inept in various ways. I'm curious to reflect upon and dissect the way that they combine certain bits of commentary because certainly, like, when you see the whole picture by the end, I think the portrait makes sense. It's, yeah, these are the children of the most privileged, and it just so happens that these are the children who have been basically sent away to be kept pure in terms of, you know, whatever Aryan descent they possess or are of. And it's funny because that was, I think they did a good subconscious job with this because it really plays as a stylistic element of just, yeah, everyone's pretty in this world and everyone's really made up and everyone's, you know, idealized. And that's a social media comment in and of itself. But it was like a third of the way through or something, I started to notice like, yeah, everyone is like so white and like they keep showing these super close-ups where I can tell that she's got at least kind of not brown, like her eyes are airing toward blue, like, you know, and everything is very blue and powdery
and she responds to Ruby, but tries to block the Doctor right away.
Exactly, and there are like little subtle hints at that, and I think that's nice. And I did like this as like as an inverted Blink because obviously you would think Blink when you're watching this, at least in part. And yeah, having it be that A, she's despicable anyway, and B, she is a bigot. You know, that's a 1-2 punch that I appreciate them for going with because it is kind of counter to what you would expect, and it is a good example of an episode where we don't win the day truly, even though we succeeded in so many ways. And I mean, you know, I can't really comment on the choice. And Russell T Davies is a white guy writing this, so I like, you know, I'm curious to hear some more perspective. You know, it's like it's well within the Doctor's character. I think
like all I need is Russell T Davies' perspective.
Yeah. Let's go back to the carpet. You should ask him about this.
Black person's perspective on this.
Just in the choice. It's very much of the Doctor to be like, hey, you're being terrible to me actively right now, but let me still save you. Like, I can still save you, which is one of those places where I think, that's like a choice that a lot of people might hop off board for, or at least every person, I think, individually would reserve the right to be like, even if I was a doctor, I wouldn't do that shit. I would be like, good luck, you're on your own.
But the doctor would.
The doctor absolutely would, and I think it's an interesting moment. I'm not even saying like I want to hear more perspectives to hear it like skewered as a bad idea. Like, I don't think it's a bad idea. I'm just saying like it's an interesting one because there is so much on a moment like that, and then coupled with his, the emotional outburst that you mentioned. The doctor is crying more in this iteration, and I think that's something that marks this whole 15 experience thus far, is that he is like very emotionally in tune. Like, he's not erratic, but when like it really comes down to it, like there's a deep well of feeling that feels markedly unique to Ncuti Gatwa's performance here. So like, yeah, it's I'm interested to further dissect this particular combo of messages, because there are some ways in which you can as it's going, there are layers about how we use technology and social media and all sorts of other stuff, and there's also a layer about bigotry and hatred and whatever else, and like what kind of person would do that. I guess you must lack a certain baseline empathy and sense of justice or morality to do this anyway. Maybe that's the point of having her double cross Ricky September, who she like loves and idolizes and sees as this like ultimate status figure. Until it comes right down to,
I thought it was like a commentary about how we're all, subjugated at the end of the day by the power of the 1% wealth, and even these technological advances that we are being forced to.
But the machine hates them.
But the machine evolves, becomes sentient, and then through that even hates itself. So it's still it's their own product of their own demise at the end of the day. Still,
they are. But I do think it's interesting that the machine is like, you're terrible, and I want to exterminate you.
Yeah, because the machines are better than these racists.
Well, and there are dual layers of the episode, because when it's racist, it's easy.
If a machine becomes so sentient, I feel like it would not be racist. Like, in all fairness, I do feel like it would become so educated.
But the machine, I don't think, is racist. I think it's...
No, I'm saying the machine hates the racists.
Yeah. And so, I mean, that layer helps the...
Can you imagine if they made the machine racist? What an episode that would be.
I'm sure that'll come up at some point. I'm sure we've done shades of that already, but
ChatGPT won't respond to my prompt.
It's like, I can imagine too, it's like you come to a crossroads at that point, because I can imagine a version of this episode where you don't add the fact that they're all Nazis and you just have it be like, oh, they're just kind of tech absorbed and reliant, semi-inept, but also, bubbly, bright people who just so happen to have like a ruthless streak when it comes down to it. I feel like, everything intermingles with that idea.
Sure.
And then it also intermingles with racism. But I think racism makes it easier to be like, I hate these people. I don't know.
I think in the world of these advancements that we are all, the way how humanity is following suit with everything and becoming enslaved to it, I think the commentary, and I don't really know.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, it's to be battered around.
I feel like the commentary is saying that at the end of the day, it is like the 1% who are still like controlling all this. And this is like the advancement of that.
This is their ideal world.
Yeah.
Yeah. And everyone's 17 to 27.
So Mark Zuckerberg, you damn racist.
But even the 1% themselves aren't in control because they've been exterminated. Like the actual 1%, the parents are all dead.
Well, that's the idea of like when you create AI, and then AI can become so dangerous that it can exterminate you. It could take over you, right? It's a Cybertron thing.
Yeah.
Not Cybertron, it's a Cyberdyne thing.
It's happening. I mean, a
Optimus
lot of
Prime.
things have happened on Cybertron as well, and you could argue that the sentience of Decepticons trying to destroy Autobots is exactly that. but it's those layers are interesting to me because, again, if you detach them from, again, is everybody on Homeworld a racist? Is it a completely white world?
I do think it comes in, all things said, what it lacks in fluidity and by what it's tonally presenting, I feel like it makes up for and just being an entertaining episode, honestly.
100%, yeah.
Because like it does feel like, huh.
Whoa, let me sit
right.
with this for a second. Yeah.
That's a point. But
Yeah.
this also kind of doesn't, and I guess like from the doctor's perspective, I think, because that's the other thing is like the episode's not from the doctor's perspective.
Yeah.
In fact, it's the second episode in a row where the doctor's kind of kept in the back seat.
Yeah.
I mean, he's way more here than he is in the last episode. But again, it's another episode where he is like second or third.
Yeah.
Versus primary, right? And I do think that because it's not from his perspective, it.
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the bank robbery Black Mirror. Where you spend that whole time with that kid and you're like, oh, you know, he's being like blackmailed over the phone and he has to like go and rob a bank or something or else they're going to do something bad to him and they're going to like release all of his computer or something like that. And I think Bronn from Game of Thrones is in it. And like the two of them are stuck in this situation. Then by the end you learn that he is a accelerated level pervert. While you've spent this whole episode with him being like, oh my God, like this poor kid, like he's freaking out, like, you know, and he seems so in over his head. And then you find out at the end, like, oh no, he's vile.
I mean, yeah, I mean, this feels like a Disney-fied version of Black Mirror.
Kind of, which I don't dislike. Like I actually, like I have less questions this week about like the thematics. I just think it's an interesting like soup that they put together, like an interesting set of commentaries that they chose to fuse or at least to incorporate all in one soup. And I'm curious as to how much people think they are all tied together versus how much they can kind of intermingle but also exist on their own.
That's fair.
Like they're doing a lot with subtext across this season, but they're also doing a heck of a lot with tone and making the episodes vivid and different. And
sometimes the subtext ain't so subtle.
Oh no, totally. I mean, this is you know, one of the more forward ones, and I like that they chose to go with an ending that's like, oh wow, I didn't expect that, and that's just a thing. That's just a thing that might happen. You know, like that's just a thing it's a human problem in this, you know, in this fantastical situation.
Well, I mean, there's also, you know, a lot of times you can meet people with certain beliefs and values that at first you're like, they're not so bad. And then you come across the moment where you are privy to it and you're like, maybe you're a bad person, you know?
Yeah.
And I kind of like that effect.
Yeah,
where,
absolutely.
You know, where you can be charmed and see all these other sides and be like, yeah, sure, these sides aren't bad, but this bad side is really bad. And it's like outweighing anything that was doing any goodwill.
To be
you know?
clear, like I enjoyed how this went down. Like I'm still kind of, you know, piecing together how well I feel like it did all the things it was trying to do. But like I respect them for, again, for literally doubling down on her unlikability, you know, after setting up an easy sort of endearing situation.
Yeah, like they'll use him, but they won't touch him.
Yeah,
won't get near him.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, you know, she'll when the chips are down, she will do whatever she has to survive.
And it's also kind of a multiple meta commentary on how some people have responded to Ncuti Gatwa. You know?
Sure, yeah.
There are some people. At the end of the day, there are some people who don't like what the show is because of the writing and all the stuff that it's done. Yes, and then there's also that camp that does not like the fact that the Doctor's black. There is
who just discovered Doctor Who.
I'm not saying everyone
because the black
I'm not saying
Doctor was cast.
I'm not saying everyone who doesn't like it because Ncuti Gatwa is a doctor.
Absolutely not.
I'm saying that there are
people.
There are definitely some people
who chose to take an interest now for one particular reason.
There are people who don't like it because who don't like the choice, you know. And so there is. It's like, oh, he's the same intention, same well-intentioned person. Will still make the same choices, save people's lives, and all that jazz. But because of the color of his skin, they can't accept it, you know. And that's kind of that layer added in as well.
And they go off into their hopeful ignorance. I guess that's the major theme. Is like beware the bubble because it could make you a version of this. Perhaps if you rely so heavily on your own bubble to shield you from so many things in life, perhaps you could end up twisted and you know, horrible in some way.
Well, yeah. I mean, the commentary on our bubble with social media and how we are always on our phones and like, it's all these people with followers and it just feels so hollow and forced. By the way, hit that subscribe button.
Hey,
and
watch another video. There's a whole another video.
It feels so hollow and there's like connection doesn't feel like real connection when it's through this virtual format instead of just seeing what's in front of you.
Well, and everyone's like pepped up to an unnatural degree.
Yeah.
Everyone's on a little
presenting their best self all day long.
Yeah.
And they hate work.
It's
all that party.
I was curious, about that too.
I didn't even understand what their job is, honestly. They said it a couple times, like, I don't even know this.
Substacking, I don't know. They're
what
like
does that mean?
cleaning up files in some.
It's like the most mundane
job.
Yeah.
It's what it sounds like. And I mean, it sounds like, the kind of job where it's like, hey, put my, rich kid, just give him a job doing some data entry or something. Yeah.
Needs to learn some responsibility.
Yeah. And for a moment, you get to wonder, like, oh, is this just like the 4-hour work week planet? Oh, no, this is the planet where everyone can afford to never work.
Yeah.
And people just party all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I had fun.
A lot of fun.
I know this will be a divisive episode. I know this will be an episode that certain channels are gonna have a fun time with, and I just know that I was entertained the whole. I thought it was entertaining from beginning to end.
Oh yeah,
and I think the actors who played Lindy did a fantastic job. She was excellent.
Yeah, like hats off because that is. Especially
she was
when you
very
know
believable from beginning to end.
Every layer,
yeah.
And there's so much in the little parts of her performance that like you got to really have an actor who is game to embody all of that and props because it wouldn't work. Like she had to carry the episode, and I thought she did a terrific job.
She was excellent. I thought she was really, really excellent.
Yeah.
So
because I think it's neat that this season they seem to at least at certain points be using the Doctor and companions somewhat more sparingly or in more interesting sort of modulated ways. But like any time you have like them in the background of the episode, you've got to have a. I thought she did a great job, and I liked Ricky September a lot too. I thought he had a lot of presence too.
He was excellent,
and now I hate him retroactively because I'm sure he was also a racist.
I feel like he might be the only one who wasn't.
Maybe I would like to believe that.
He was the only one who the only one who went against the grain. He was the only one who went out against outside the bubble and read history and
that's true.
Studied all these things.
As long as he had history that was, factual. Yeah. I'm choosing to believe that Ricky had good history because who's going to really look in the books in this society to make sure what they say?
I feel like Ricky might have been all right.
Ricky might have been an all right guy. You can't read all day and not, be a well, you can. Never mind. I'm sure there are many very well-read bigots.
Yeah.
But Ricky was a good one.
There was one during World War II.
Ricky was a good one.
A couple few I could think of who were very well read.
I didn't read that much. Name me 5 books Hitler read, all right?
Alrighty, guys. Well, what did you think about this episode? Rate it. Rate it in the comments.
Rank them all.
Leave your pure thoughts down in the comments. Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Let's hear it all.
Woo.
What an ending.
Yeah, man.
Alrighty, guys.
Quite distinct.
We'll see you guys soon. Peace.